everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the new liquid highlighters by a brand called Perfectly Posh. Perfectly Posh is a naturally based beauty line and their products are really cool. I've only used a couple of them before, but the products that I've used have worked so well. I have a lotion from them and it's so creamy and so moisturizing and I absolutely love it. And someone that I met through my best friend, her name is Nichelle, she actually reached out to me and asked if I would be interested in reviewing these, trying out these new highlighters and then doing a review on them. So of course I said yes because I love highlighters, so why would I turn down an opportunity to try a new one? So I'm going to be applying these highlighters, doing some swatches on the 3 different shades, and then just talking a little bit more about them. So if you want to see all that, then go ahead and keep watching. So there's 3 new highlighters that came out in this collection. There's a purple shade, a pearl, which is more like a white, and then a pink shade as well. I've never personally used their highlighters before, but I have used their lotions. Like I have a lotion from them that is so creamy, it works so well. So I'm really excited to try out these highlighters. And as you guys know, highlighter is one of my favorite products, so I'm always excited to try out new highlighters and just really see how well it works. Now these were actually sent to me as a sample from someone that I met through one of my friends. Her name is Nichelle, and she has talked about these products before and she posts about it on her Facebook, and she really enjoys these products. She actually has a blog talking about all kinds of different products as well as all kinds of other like beauty related things. I'll link that down below if you're interested in checking that out. But she reached out to me and told me about these highlighters that had came out and asked if I would be interested in doing a review, and of course I said yes because I love highlighters and I love trying out new makeup and new things. So she sent these to me and I have not used them at all, so I'm going to test them out for you right now. So first I'm going to swatch these 3 highlighters. So there's, like I said before, there's 3 different shades. There's one called Working Pearl. It's just like, it's a pearl highlighter. There's also one called Pinking Out Loud. That one's pink. It's a cute little name there. And then the other one is called Maiden Voyage, and it's a purple highlighter. So I'm going to swatch all 3 of these for you guys. Now these are a liquid highlighter, and I haven't really used liquid highlighters before. I usually use a powder highlight. So I'll swatch these and we'll see how they turn out. So I swatched the 3 shades here. So this one right here, this more like white iridescent one, this is Working Pearl. The one next to it is a little bit more of like a rosy gold than I actually was expecting. This one's Pinking Out Loud. And then this one here is more of the purpley pink shade, and this one is Maiden Voyage. So I'm kind of disappointed because they don't show up as well on camera as they look in person. They're very pretty shades. I did take pictures, I'll attach those here. But they are very pretty. I'm really excited. I wasn't sure exactly what to expect. Like I said, I've never used a liquid highlighter before, and I've never used a highlighter from this brand before. So I wasn't 100% sure what to expect, but like I said, just from the swatches, the colors are so pretty. I have done all my makeup, but I haven't put on highlighter yet. So I am gonna go on and put on highlighter. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the Pinking Out Loud, that's more of like a warmer rose gold type shade, and I'm going to use that as my highlighter. Now with this, one thing I did notice is you don't really need a lot of the product, which is really nice. That'll help so it lasts a really long time if you purchase it. So I'm going to go ahead, I put a little bit on my finger here, and I'm going to dab that right onto where I want my highlight. And now I'm going to take my beauty blender. This is just a damp beauty blender, and I'm going to kind of blend that out a little bit. Alright, I don't think my beauty blender was quite damp enough that first time, so I'm going to add a little bit more because it didn't really move the product around. But I just dampened my beauty blender, and I'm going to just dab it a little bit more. And I am going to kind of like rub that in a little bit before I use my beauty blender. And now I'm going to go in with my beauty blender and blend that all out. So that is really like a blinding highlight. I don't know if you guys can see it right there, but it's very pretty. I really like this rose gold pinky shade. I'm gonna go ahead, I think I might have put a little too much though when I added it again. So I'm gonna go and try on this side. I'm gonna use a little bit less. Like I said, you really don't need a lot, and I think when I went through and added a little bit more, I probably shouldn't have. I think it was a little much. So I'm gonna do the same thing here, but I'm not gonna use quite as much this time. And just kind of blend that with my finger first. And then, so you can see it's clearly not blended well. You can see the line there. So now I'm gonna take my damp beauty blender and I'm gonna blend that out. Okay, that turned out much better that time. It's still like a really bright highlighter. So that's something that I really like. So if you don't really like that like blinding highlighter, you may not like at least this specific shade, or maybe you could just use less, and you could always put it on right after your foundation and then work with the powders that you're going to be using as well, and that would kind of help to diffuse it as well. I always put my highlighter on last though, because I want it more of a bright blinding highlight. But there's definitely different ways that you could apply this to make it so it's not so bright. I'm gonna go in with a different shade now. Now I'm actually gonna go in with the shade Working Pearl. That's more of the whitish highlight. And I'm gonna use that to highlight like the tip of my nose and down the bridge of my nose. I don't know if you guys can see, but I really don't have like hardly any product on the tip of my finger. It's really thin because I learned from this side, you don't need a lot. So I'm gonna just put a tiny bit on the tip of my nose and then right down the bridge. And then I am going to take my beauty blender again and I'm going to blend that out. Alright, so there's that one there. You can see that on the tip of my nose the best, a little bit down the bridge. It's definitely a little bit brighter of a highlight, which again, it's a more of a white color, like a whiter highlight, so that's something you would kind of expect. I feel like it's not necessarily the great for like your nose, but if you were to put it like on like the inner corner of your eye, it would probably be really great there. I'm actually gonna try something else. I'm gonna take another brush and I'm gonna spray it with a little bit of Fix Plus. And I'm gonna pick up just the tiniest bit of this highlighter. Like I'm just getting it off like this side. I'm not even going into the actual product. I'm gonna see what it's like to put it on like the inner corner. Okay, so I don't really like applying it with a brush. It definitely works better with your finger and with a beauty blender because I feel like you can control it a little bit more and you're like dabbing to blend it. With the brush, I really just want to like start brushing it on, but that'll mess up the rest of like your makeup, especially because it's more of a liquid, so don't do that. I've now learned. I'm gonna try the last color. Now this last one is much more of a like a brighter purple color, so I don't know how often I would actually use this specific one, but I do want to try it out. So I took again just like a tiny little dab. I'm actually gonna just wipe some of that away actually because I don't really need very much, and I'm gonna put it right here on my Cupid's bow. And then I'm going to take my beauty blender and blend it just a tiny bit. And actually kind of like wiping a little bit with my finger made it so it was easier to apply without being so harsh. So that is a good tip that you can definitely use. So I basically dipped my finger and then kind of rubbed it with my thumb so it took off a little bit of the product and then kind of painted it on from there. And then I am going to go in with that Pinking Out Loud, that rose gold shade, and I'm going to just do right here. And then a little bit right here. And then blend it all out. Alright, and there is that. Now, one thing I also noticed when applying it that time is it does dry a little bit quickly. So what I would recommend is really just doing like one part of the highlight and then just like one spot and blending it out. You really need to blend it out. That's a huge thing too. is definitely use like a damp beauty blender because you need to blend it out really, really well. But once it's blended out and once you have it on, I am really digging the way it looks, especially this Pinking Out Loud. That is by far my favorite shade, and it will be one that I'm going to be using many times again. I think it's just the best for my skin tone. I had kind of like snuck and took a peek at the Maiden Voyage, which is more of the purple shade, before I actually started this video. That was the only one I looked at. And I actually had my best friend take a look at it too, and she has a darker skin tone to me, and I feel like that shade looked so pretty on her skin tone, but I feel like that more rose gold one is definitely more of my jam. But and then again, the Working Pearl, that lighter shade, I feel like if you have a lighter complexion, that would be a really good one there. So what's awesome is they have these 3 different shades that work with different skin tones really well, and I would definitely be using this again. I am loving that shade. It looks so pretty, and I don't have a lot of makeup on. I just have like concealer and a little bit of bronzer and a little bit of blush. So then just adding that highlight, it makes it look just very natural. It blended out so well, and it just looks like a natural glow rather than just like, because certain highlighters you can tell like, girl, you got some highlighter on. But this one, like, it looks, once you blend it out, it looks very natural, and it just looks so pretty. So I would definitely recommend this. And like I said, I'll link Nichelle's blog down below so you can take a look at that. Check out some of the other products that they offer. Like I said, I haven't used a ton of them, but the ones that I have used have worked out really, really great. So I would definitely recommend checking out. I really enjoyed it way more than I thought I would, because I was a little scared when I saw that they were liquid, because I'm like, I don't know how to use liquid highlighters. I've never really used them before. So when I tried it, when I saw it, I was like, oh, I'm definitely gonna still try it. I mean, I'm not gonna just not try it, but I'm like, I don't know how well this is gonna work, and it turned out so well. I'm loving the way that it looks on my skin, and just that, oh, that rose gold. I mean, that's gonna be one of my go-tos, especially on those no makeup days. It just really gives you that natural glow. That's so nice. But that is it. That is my review on these liquid highlighters from Perfectly Posh. I would definitely recommend them. I'm going to be using them again. So definitely check it out. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.